Tapping.
All right, you guys ready?
Welcome to TV dinner. TV dinner is a monthly dinner party that we throw with our friends where we make food, play music, and showcase one of the talented musicians that we hang out with. This is something we do on a daily basis, and once a month we just decide to set up some cameras, put some microphones out here, and do it up.
Look nice, yeah.
Yeah. So this month we are lucky to have Natey here for show number 3. He's got something super dope in store for all you guys. Nate was actually on the first, technically ever, TV dinner, but since then we've come a long way, done it right, so it was only appropriate that we brought you back on, my man.
And actually, the first time I cooked the exact same meal.
Yeah, but did you do it in the slow cooker?
I did do it in the slow cooker. I think this time was a little bit, just like how the first one was a test. We kind of tested the waters first.
Yeah.
This time I feel like we did a little better as far as efficiency and like, because it's big, you gotta make the food come out all at once, you know?
Yep.
So having prepared correctly today, feels good, feels good.
It was amazing!
Woo!
We were talking about that, like the concept of timing with food and music, but that's not a rabbit hole that we're gonna dive down right now. We're gonna get into an interview, but just think about that. Timing is a big thing in our. Anyways, so everyone here knows who you are, but for anyone that's gonna be watching or listening, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm Natey. I am a producer and vocalist. I have been making music off and on for like my whole life, but seriously for coming up on like eight years now. So I've been singing. I started off with guitar, and I picked up producing from just a lot of different. Let's call them coincidences, but it's fate. I feel like I was just. I went in a bunch of different directions, and then everything brought me back to music and producing, and pretty much everything kind of gave me the green light that this is what I should have been doing all along.
I feel you on that 100%. I feel like I have a pretty similar path in that regard. And I think for most people in our situations, there's always that one person or figure, or not necessarily, but usually there's somebody who inspires that. So who was that for you? This mischievous pup knocking over the biz. It's all good. Yeah, so who was that inspiration for you? Who's the one who got you into music production, I would say?
Production, I really was inspired by a friend of mine named Rudy Raynon, who he's pretty much good at everything. I don't know anything that he's not good at. But at the time when we were friends, he was a really incredible tricker, or it's like martial arts tricking, which is inspired by martial arts, breakdancing, gymnastics, and a lot of acrobatically inspired sports. And he was an incredible producer, and he had started making beats for people like Chris Brown back in the day, when I was just like it was just so hard for me to grasp, but there were people that I knew that were making moves that big, and he just had something so incredible about his style and the way he carried himself in his music. It's just hard not to want to do that for yourself when you get inspired like that. So I really gotta hats off to him, because he really made it obvious that whatever you want you can have if you just try. Because he just kind of just told me, he's like, well, I just try it.
Who's the wizard, man?
Yeah, he's incredible, and he's on tour with Justin Bieber as a tricker right now, and he still is making incredible music with incredible people, and he's doing a lot. He has his own clothing line, and in every way, not just music, he continues to inspire a lot of people, including me.
So that was about 8 years ago, you say, when you guys had,
Yeah.
you had that realization because of him?
Oh, it's funny you said realization, because his band's called Realize You.
Realize You. Wow, that was very...
So don't say I never looked out for you, Rudy.
Yeah. You're wearing a shirt right now, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Infinite recreation of stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty deep. It's pretty deep.
So what did you start off making? What kind of beats?
What kind of beats? Wow, it's crazy. I actually was like really into dubstep when I first started producing.
I actually didn't know this.
Well, it wasn't like the kind of dubstep that's like that you hear at the club or like at a festival or a rave. It was just more of like a more chill, like I guess chill stuff.
Yeah, chill stuff.
So I was really into that because like man, just getting high and like making beats was just, it kind of just got me into this mellow mood. But then I still like shit that like slapped, you know? So I just kind of wanted to be chill, but still have to like nod my head to it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I feel like it all started. And then from there I kind of went into like this like dark R&B thing. with my production, which is super different from what I started doing when I was singing. But
Yeah.
I'd say that's pretty much the first genre that I try to tackle.
Would you say that's pretty much what your sound has developed into or developing towards? Or
The R&B?
yeah, the dark R&B type vibes.
The more I work on music and the more we've kind of like just grown, like myself and our team, it's kind of like the more we progress is to see less of those boundaries and like it's hard to identify the genre that I make now because it sounds different than the genre I made yesterday and the day before that and different from what I'll make tomorrow. So I really can't say that there's a genre I'm trying to tap into. It's more so how the only thing that I'm trying to get better at is my ability to efficiently express myself. And I think whatever genre comes out, it really would depend on my mood. It would depend on how I'm feeling, what I'm going through. So I think that's the genre. It's my life.
I feel you. That's a great genre to go by. It's just real, which I feel is the theme with all your music. I can tell that it's produced by you or you're involved with it somehow. You know, I get a piece of that every time I listen to you. But I would say that you've definitely grown and developed as an artist since I first met you. When I first met you, you know, I felt like I associated you as a producer who happened to like you be able to sing it right. Now I've had the opportunity to see you with a live band for the first time a few weeks ago. I've seen you practicing. I've been seeing you really switching it up and just kind of the level of your music progressing as well. So what direction would you say that you're pushing Natey towards now? What's your end goal? Where are you driving towards?
So where I am now, I think, is like me coming full circle from where I started. So I started with like when I first started singing, it was like pop music. Like people like Bruno Mars are huge inspirations to me. And now, after having produced, I actually found my own style vocally and musically through production and through the way that I learned how to produce. I created kind of my own style around that. And going back to my foundation, it's like, it feels brand new to me. So, for example, like performing with a live band is something I've wanted to do since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And like, my friends have been like amazing enough to really be willing to play with me and like be a part of a band with me. And like, that's kind of reigniting all these dreams that I had when I first wanted to do this. But the beats and that dark R&B style that I still want to do when I produce is like, it's still there. And I'm still going to make that. But it's like, this is what I'm saying about expressing myself. Like this live feeling is like, it's a feeling I've been waiting to have for so long. And I don't know where it's going to take me. I don't know how much I'm going to sing this live stuff. I don't know how much of the production I'm going to bring into the live performance. I don't know. All I know is that singing like this and being able to like scream and just let it out and kind of like really share my feelings that way, it's like, man, I want to ride this wave forever. So whatever music comes out that feels this good, I just want to keep making.
Would you say that you kind of just lose yourself when you're out there?
Yeah. Man, it's kind of weird because I feel like I lose myself when I'm not up here, and I find myself up here.
Wow.
I'm really not trying to sound deep. I'm really not. It's like one of those things where like my performance really is like muscle memory at that point. It's like I don't think, for once I can just feel, and whatever happens, happens. When I'm out doing shit like running errands or like dealing with real life, like I gotta think.
Yeah.
And I lose myself in that. I lose myself in like the day-to-day shit. But performing is like the one thing where I'm like, I don't have to think about this. Like this is just awesome.
Yeah.
And I think I find what I like about myself in those moments.
Yeah. It's deep, man. It's deep. But anyways, back to your live set. What's your ideal live set? Your ideal performance.
So right now we've been doing it the old-fashioned way. Like we just play it out we start rhythm is drums and we get a whole backing track. As we progress, I kind of want to introduce the backing tracks, and I feel like that will kind of be the bridge that'll help me bring my production into my live sound. So my ideal live set in the upcoming future is like have a beat that I made, but have the drums redone by somebody who's much better, Josh, for example, who's like my drummer tonight, and he, to have the visions that I had when I made the beat become more advanced and sophisticated, because the people that are playing the individual instruments that make up my beats are like better at each of those instruments than I am. So it's like I give them the idea, and like luckily they fuck with it. They're like, if they think it's tight, and like all I want is for them to take it and expand it with their own style, and then have my backing track in the back and just sing over it and just bring to life. My ideal live set is if it brings to life what I felt and wanted when I was making it on the computer.
That's tight.
Yeah.
That's super dope, man. I can see you at Coachella or something, you know, and you got the full band, and then you bring an orchestra out, you know.
That's what I want. I don't want to go to Coachella
Just
until they're performing there.
You know? Yeah.
I haven't been.
That's a good goal.
I only want to go when it's our time.
That's a good goal. I'll join you on that. I haven't been the past two.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
Couple years.
Let's go. No, yeah. Why not next year? Why not?
Why not next year? That's absolutely right. That's the mentality you gotta
That's the
have.
mentality to have.
Why not this year?
Why not this year?
Why don't we just go there right now and just see what happens? You never know. We've dealt with so many of those people that like make you believe that there is no genuine person in the city at all.
Yeah.
And that's how we found each other. You know, we gravitated towards each other because we do feel genuine about the kindness that we have towards each other and the outlooks we have on life. Like, it's rare. It is rare to find that in the city, but we found it here, and it's ultra rare.
Wow.
And now we're the Chairgivers.
It's still a work in progress. We're gonna have it hopefully out in the world by sometime this summer.
Yeah.
Just a little collective, just us, you know. We've been making a ton of music together, all of us. We've been making a ton of music separately. All of us are making our moves, and
That's the
we just
beauty.
want to have a little platform, show all our talents and friends.
Absolutely.
Because when all of us get together and do something, or even some of us get together and do something, you get a product like the track y'all just dropped yesterday.
The track we just dropped yesterday.
What was that track?
So that track is done by one of the fucking most talented people ever.
Super talented.
This dude, he produces, he sings, he raps circles around these dudes that are fucking on the radio right now. He's just a killer. And D'Angelo Harding. Hey, D'Angelo was really talented though. But yeah, Dave, he goes by Baker, and he made this beat. And then one of my roommates, another incredible performer and just personality and just a great guy to have around, J-Mo, he got on it and he killed his verse. And there was like some space on it, and I was like, man, like, at least like, I just want to get on the remix or something, because like this shit is so tight. They was like, just get on this one. I was like, what do you mean? Get on this one. So yeah, I wrote my verse on a bus, and then like 2 weeks later, we released it on SoundCloud. It's a song that references marijuana a lot, but it's not entirely about that. It's a little more in depth, and I think there's more than what the surface would reveal.
Metaphorical.
It's metaphorical,
Yeah.
exactly. And
Titled Don't You Wanna, by the way, out on Baker's
Who Don't
SoundCloud.
Wanna.
Who Don't Wanna, sorry.
who don't wanna?
That's what I meant. Duh, dude. Just making sure you knew
Well,
the title of your
the thing is, he got the
song.
point of the song. So it's like, don't you wanna?
Yeah.
Because you know, who don't wanna before you
Who
listen to
don't
the
wanna?
song, and then you're like, don't you? You're an idiot if you don't.
Yeah, so
Yeah, check it out.
Check
We
it
dropped
out.
it yesterday. It's on Baker's SoundCloud, and we all had a great time kind of bringing it together. And we get stoked whenever we release music that has like each other on it. So like,
Yeah.
we were just jumping up and down when we were releasing it yesterday. I couldn't stop listening to it, honestly.
yeah, I was telling Nate this earlier, but I legit got goosebumps listening to it on the drive here. No joke.
That's real.
Yeah, that's real. I've never had my friends' music do that before.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
You know, no shots at anyone, I'm just saying.
I mean, how much more genuine? Like, to me, that's the biggest compliment. Because like, how much more genuine can it get than goosebumps? Like,
Yeah.
that's even like involuntary. It just
Yeah.
kind of happens.
I didn't have control over
You know?
it, you know? I was just getting lost. I was like,
Oh,
ooh,
that's great, man.
my hairs are prickling up. Nice. Yeah.
The spikes.
Yeah, I got a little spikes.
I like
I'd
it.
say mission accomplished. A little spikes. Thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. You're just a really good dude. I'm very honored and proud to call you my friend. You know, you just do a lot for us, man. I really appreciate that. Just even going back to the fact that you were on the first TV dinner and not everything went particularly well. Here we are, 2 months later, 3 months later. You're doing another show. 3 months. Yeah. And, you know, you're just not even upset about it.
Nah, why would I be
You know?
upset?
I don't know, man. It's cool. It's cool. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you too.
No
We
doubt.
have a handshake.
We do have a handshake. So,
Where were you earlier? Damn.
so we got Natey and friends coming up next. They've been practicing all day. They've been practicing for a while now. They got something really cool in store for y'all. So why don't we get into it, dude? Thank you again for coming on.
Of course.
TV
My
Dinner,
pleasure.
episode 3.
See
Natey.
you, episode 3.